Hello guys, and today I am going to be doing tips and tricks for Command & Conquer 3 Red Alert 3 Uprising. First of all, I have a tip that they don't even show you in the in-game tutorial, which would be building placement, or building rotation rather.
Construction complete.
For example, let's just take this dojo core from the Rising Sun. Let's say you have it somewhere but it won't fit, like here, or somewhere else, anywhere really. You'd want to rotate it here, like that. And then you just let go. You hold down the left mouse button, and then you let go. When you let go, it builds in the direction. That is the directional thing, and then you have the build commands. You have left click,
on hold, cancel.
left click makes the unit, continuously left clicking will add units onto the queue, right click will hold it,
cancel.
And then once it's held,
cancel.
It'll cancel the orders to build. It works even for building, like this.
Cancel.
And I'm not sure why you do that, except maybe if you have like an extra one of these construction yards, you would want it to have like a couple built up things just in case you lose money. Because it actually refunds the money that was used.
Building.
Like this. Actually that won't do anything.
Cancel.
That's one of the few buildings that is placed immediately.
Cancel.
Each faction has a unique structure type. Rising Sun is like Imperial Japan, more Asiatic symbols.
Advanced rocket parts upgrade authorized.
Or like, but these guys are super advanced, like beyond even like these factions. Like they would be far ahead of these guys. This is like a coal plant or whatever. This is literally like chemicals being burned. Now, each faction has its own unique units with their own abilities, unique building types, how the structures are built, and special turrets. For example, this Defender Core.
Building.
The Defender Core has, like it says, a variable gun emplacement. And that means that you can actually use its ability, which would be here, and it will change from the anti-infantry guns to anti-air rockets. Tower Core, very powerful, doesn't have any change to it though. Usually it charges up, and the more it charges up, the more powerful the attack is. Nanoswarm Core. The Nanoswarm hive forms a shield around wherever you place it. Special power. And that shield is unbreakable, can't blow it up, nothing can pass through it except stuff that comes from the very top, which would only be special powers from this panel. Like the bombs, planes, whatever.
Construction complete.
Now, if anti-infantry shoot at the floor, but with the rockets, that'd be shooting down an airplane. If I had one. Or like these guys, Rocket Angels. These guys, the cores can be built anywhere, like, for example, with a few exceptions. This generator could be out here, mainframe core will be out here, docks will be out here, refinery, whatever is out here can be built. The Mecha Bay core and Dojo core cannot go, or they can go out there, but they have to be built on land. The Sleeper Ambush free units. Upgrades the power and speed of rockets.
Training.
Anti-infantry, anti-tank, engineer, anti-air and anti-surface. Archer Marine is actually pretty powerful. Like, a couple of Archer Marines can just shred through the tower.
My bow is yours.
Then you have the upgrades for dojos and the allied powers. Those two have things for their infantry or their construction yard to research. Upgrades what units are available. Soviets don't have that. The Soviets instead have a like a war lab, and that basically enables all of their special units.
Complete. New construction options.
See, that gave me a new unit now. What is it? Or like the mainframe corps or the defense bureau for the allied powers. That would upgrade everything. And they are built up.
Complete.
The allies have a special thing where instead of constructing outside or coming out of the construction yard, it will instead build inside the construction yard, and then you just instantly place down. I personally like that. These guys also have special weapons as well. Proton Collider, Chronosphere, Spectrum Tower. It's kind of like...
Construction complete.
That thing's very deadly. It's kind of like, these will actually charge each other up, I believe. And they'll basically just zap enemies and kind of just disintegrate them into bones.
New
See,
construction
and then it
options.
instantly builds.
Training.
They have peacekeepers, dogs, all of them usually have some sort of animal or something.
Ready,
Cancelled.
sir. Where's the trouble?
You see these guys,
Tactical unit.
kind of like a SWAT officer,
Ready, sir. Where's the trouble? Standing by. Blow away.
sends them flying if you get them close enough.
Watch it now.
Or like if
What's
they're
the
being
situation?
shot at, for
I got
example,
him.
by this guy.
Tactical unit.
Shield, less damage. Then you'd want to get closer. Shield point.
Neutralize them.
Unit lost.
Obviously this guy won, but
Right here.
it's kind of fun
Affirmative.
and it's useful.
Scanning perimeter.
Also,
Training.
get another one of these guys. Multi-gunner turret. I
On alert.
could shove this guy in there.
Confirmed, sir.
Kind of
Where's
just
the
sits
trouble?
there. Turns into whatever weapon they had.
Right here.
For example, these guys are shotgunners, or they wield shotguns, so it would be a shotgun turret.
Securing building. Tactical unit.
Now I'm gonna have this guy go in just behind this guy
What's the
for a
situation?
reason. This guy will go into it.
Tactical unit. 10-4,
These
sir.
are very useful.
Lock it down.
This guy can go in. Okay, well if it was an enemy structure, these guys would be forced out and probably be dead.
That's affirmative.
Javelin
Training.
soldiers, they have a special thing. All engineers have a unique thing. For example, allied engineers set up a medical tent and basically just
High
heal
technology
everything.
upgrade authorized.
Engineers have a healing tent.
On time as always.
Soviets have
Whatever you say, sir.
combat engineer. See, this guy's being healed up now pretty quickly. These guys have knockback, attack dogs.
Training.
Their bar can stun enemies. Like that guy would be blacked out and dazed, and this guy would just come in and numb him. Or like these, everyone has their special commando, special units, etc. They just kind of act differently. Soviets now,
Building.
they build things decently quickly, but it builds outside, so that's a bit of a disadvantage. Allies and Soviets, since nothing comes out of the construction
Construction
yards
complete. New
directly,
construction options.
you could actually have just have these encased in a wall with a couple guns around,
Building.
like I would show. Or like these guys also have their special guns.
Construction complete. Building.
For example, So the first two had guns that could be changed.
Cancel.
Soviets don't. They actually have the different turrets for both anti-air and
Construction complete. Building.
anti-infantry.
Construction complete. Structure sold. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
And
Construction complete.
or like the
Building.
Crusher Crane, that's a unique thing for the Soviets. It's basically a second construction yard, but cheaper. Much, much cheaper. Although these are a bit more useful because they can make these. But these also can repair, so they're pretty useful.
Construction complete.
Anti-air.
Building. Construction complete.
Then you would have like
Building.
the Crusher Crane building one thing, and then
Construction
the
complete.
actual construction yard building another.
Building. Building.
Literally building right next to each other. Even building that. Built a wall here.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
Like a flak cannon inside
Construction
there.
complete. Terradrome supplies upgrade authorized.
And oh yeah. These guys pretty powerful. They'll have their own unique abilities and whatnot. I don't really want to go too far into that. This is kind of just a basic thing. But thank you for watching, and see you in the next tutorial / gaming video.